This week's Farm Basics is brought to you by satshot.com. Satellites aren't just for NASA anymore. Use the power of satellite imagery to create variable rate management zones in your fields. To reduce input costs and increase yields on your farm, go to satshot.com.
During our Farm Basics time today, we wanted to talk a little bit about field days, summer field days that farmers are attending, especially ours on July 17th, Darren.
Well, not that we're biased or anything as to which field day is going to be the best, but you know, there's a lot of stuff for farmers and non-farmers alike to learn about things that are going on in fields and how we can raise more food.
Well, that's the whole thing. We just want farmers to get out, look around, not only in their own fields, but in fields of research plots, universities, and like some of the different things we're doing on our farm. So to give you an idea what we are doing, and by the way, if you would like to attend our field day, it's free and you can come to our farm and just see the things that we are doing on our farm. So we'll be in this field, for example, talking about wheat a little bit. We'll be talking corn and soybeans. We'll be doing some tiling. We're actually going to bore underneath a road that day with some tile, so that'll be interesting. And then we're also going to involve Raven Industries because they have their experiment farm right next to ours. So we're going to do some sprayer ride and drives and actually see some GPS, new technologies and equipment and spray controls, planter controls. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, Brian, it sounds like so much work, but we're going to have an awful lot of fun too. There's going to be plenty of fun things, and actually the way that we like to do field days, and I think there's getting to be more and more like this around the country, is do an event that involves the whole family. So we aren't just talking about a farmer and that farmer's spouse. We're talking about their family too. So bringing kids and basically everybody in the house into the farm situation so they can see what's going on and where the food's coming from and where their parents are making their profit and their income on the farm, and just learning a little bit more about that, because we think it's so important that farmers and their families really get passionate about the industry that we're in. Really, farmers, for the most part, don't speak out a lot about what we're doing, and so we want to point out a lot of the good things that we're doing and how we're protecting our soils from erosion, how we're raising better crops on less nutrients, these kind of things that you really don't hear about in the media today.
Well, one of the most important things, though, I still come back to is farmers just need to get out a little bit and see what's new and different out there. And it's real easy on the farm to just say, well, Dad kind of always did things this way, or Grandpa did things this way, so that's kind of the direction I'm going. And all that's fine, because a lot of times those guys are pretty sharp. But you know what? There's new technology that comes out all the time, just new things to try. And so on our farm, for example, we try a few acres of several new things each year. And then if that works, we try it on a few more acres. And by year 3, a lot of times we might be doing it on the whole farm. And it's very often things that might add 3 bushels or 5 bushels or even 10 bushels. That gets to be a big deal when you start adding all those things up. Literally on our farm, we've taken average yields up almost 50% here in the last 7 or 8 years, and any farmer can do that. It just takes really knowing what's going on out there with all the things involved with crop production, from fertility to weeds, insects, diseases, varieties. There's so much to talk about. It's really an exciting time in agriculture with all these changes coming about and all the opportunity that all of us have. So we just encourage you, whether you come to our field day or any out there, just get out and see what is going on around the country.
Well, it's a good thing that we're having a field day right here, Brian, because there's all kinds of weeds, including our weed of the week that we've got to get under control. Can you identify this week's weed?